How's it going, guys? This is Creepy Reviews. So once again, guys, I know I'm late. This time I have no excuse. It was just pure procrastination, and I apologize. To make it up to you all, this week I will be reviewing episodes 3 and 4 in the same video. Without further ado, let's do this. So when we left off in episode 2, Nozomi had discovered her new ability, the vacuum butt cannon. In this episode, however, Ujibe, one of the teachers, reveals that using the move ended her career, and she forbids Nozomi from ever performing the attack again. Nozomi is understandably upset by this, but is eventually able to convince Ujibe to give her a chance, under the simple condition that she prove her resolve by wearing a specialized suit for 1 month. The suit proves to be very restrictive, and Nozomi is miserable. Our poor heroine is at the end of her rope until her friend Aoba gives her the advice of relaxing her muscles. Nozomi follows Aoba's advice and essentially becomes one with her suit. Another subplot revolves around Miyata training very hard after meeting a very cocky member of the elite class named Ren. Ren is able to perform a very rapid butt gatling attack that leaves Miyata feeling a bit inadequate. After vigorous training, Miyata eventually makes a game-changing discovery, and we will see the payoff of this arc in the next episode. We also discover that Oba and Nan are up to something together, but once again, the payoff will be in the next episode. All in all, I would say this is probably the weakest of the 4 episodes we've gotten thus far. While we did get some interesting character development out of Nozomi and Miyata, the episode was relatively uneventful, and it really felt like the writers were using this episode to build up for future plot lines. All in all, not a bad one, but a little unsatisfying. I give Keijo, episode 3, Vacuum Butt Cannon, a 3 out of 5. Sorry for interrupting the flow, but I just realized halfway through making this that I've been calling 2 of the characters by their last names. I've been calling Kazani by her last name of Aoba, and Sayaka by her surname of Miyata. I sincerely apologize if any Japanese people who happen to be watching this were offended in any way. That was never my intention, and I also apologize for any confusion this may have caused. With that out of the way, let's move on to episode 4. So this episode begins where episode 3 left off, and we finally see the fight between Sayaka and Ren. Ren appears to have the advantage until Sayaka reveals that this was all part of her clever plan to trick Ren into letting down her defenses. The fight continues on for a while, and the two appear to be evenly matched, until Sayaka reveals the special technique that she discovered last episode, giving herself a wedgie, which actually turns out to reduce the pressure on her butt, and she wins the match, thus proving herself to have the fastest butt in Western Japan, and will now transfer to the revered elite class. Ren congratulates Sayaka and actually seems to be a pretty cool person, with a rather large ego, but a good person all the same. Next up is Nan. Our sweet Nan ends up in a match with some rather muscular competitors. It ends up coming down to her and the elite class member. All hope appears to be lost until Nan's soft butt absorbs her opponent's attack and sends the elite class member off the land and into the water. Thus, Nan wins the match and is now a member of the elite class. It is now Kazani's turn as she faces the strongest member of the elite class, Mio. Kazani and the other 2 girls decide to work together to defeat Mio, and it is revealed that Kazani has memorized Mio's disposition, as her right hand can read people's condition, and she touched Mio's butt when she was giving massages in the last episode. See? Told you that would be resolved. Sadly, this is not enough to defeat Mio, and Nozomi and the other two girls are defeated after Mio uses a move called Titty Hypnosis to mesmerize the three girls using her swaying breasts and proceeds to knock them off the land. The episode ends with Nozomi preparing to face Fujisaki. So all in all, I would honestly say this is the best episode we've had since episode 1. Fun action sequences, good pacing, and solid character development. It was pretty cool to see Sayaka beat her rival, as she's one of my favorite characters, and for Non to emerge as the underdog. It did suck to see Kazani lose, however, as I'm a huge Kazani fan, but hopefully she'll get her revenge. But yeah, strong episode, and I think we're only going to get greatness from the series from this point forward. I give Keijo, episode 4, The Battle for the Fastest Butt, a 5 out of 5. As always, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Creepy Reviews saying,
Hasta luego.